So yeah, tonight's just going to be an amazing show. I met so many great people at PAX. I got to try out the HTC Vive, which is wicked cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved I loved the idea of the Oculus, but when I actually got my hands on the Vive with the motion controllers they have going and everything, it just felt so natural from minute one. I only got to play one game, but it was a three-dimensional game with these mirrors that I was using to reflect beams of light against mirrors to try to hit certain areas, and I would combine some of them using combiners, and it was just a very basic game, but it was just astounding how quickly I was able to get into it and just be fully immersed, just like that. The only thing that held me back was the cord, and if they ever find a way to get rid of the cord, which that'll be an amazing feat, holy crap, these things are just going to be full immersion, and I can't wait. It's going to be so great. I'm stoked. I'm really, really stoked. So that was, that was the biggest highlight of PAX for me. I had a lot of other fun, though. There were some really great bands that I got to check out. Brigade. If you guys have never heard of Brigade, you got to look up their music later. They actually do this really cool thing where they will play a game live, and pretty flawlessly, and they will play the music along with it while it's going. They had some guy play Ninja Gaiden for the NES, and he completely aced it without dying once, while they played all the music in the background, and it had such a great level of just epicness to it. So, yeah, it's definitely something to check out. Brigade, ladies and gentlemen. Go check them out. I'm sure you can find them with no problem. Tons of fun. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about PAX all day, which is not what we're here for. What we're here for right now is to get some great looking indie games, some helpful feedback to make them better. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, our first game of the night is a game of changes. It's a game called A Game of Changes, based off of a book called A Book of Changes. This book is apparently by some Chinese philosopher, whom I until now had never heard of. I Ching. I don't know what his real first name is, but I is the first initial, I can tell you that much. And this is actually a very, very much a first for Indie Insights. I've never checked out what I like to call Zen-like game. I've never checked out a game whose purely design is just to kind of chill people out and try to preach philosophy to them. The closest game I've ever played like that would probably have to be Anti-Chamber, which is another game that I highly recommend. It's a first-person, you could call it a shooter, but it's not really about the shooting. It's more of a puzzle platformer, well, first-person puzzle game. You do get a gun, but the gun isn't really a gun. It's more of a placing object, just like Portal is, you know what I mean? It's as much a first-person shooter as Portal is, I guess you could say. But it's a very chill game, where even your failures kind of helped you to learn a little bit more about yourself, about the world around you. Another great game to check out in the future, Anti-Chamber, but that's not what we're comparing it to. We're going to compare this game to nothing but itself. Let's go ahead and pop right into this, ladies and gentlemen. This is A Game of Changes. Anti-Chamber is an exceptionally well-designed game. I couldn't agree more. Alright, now this game does have full controller support, and if I recall, this is made by the Godot 3D engine, which is very impressive. I haven't seen a game made with this yet, but I do know of its existence. It's trying to compete more along the lines of people who don't want to use Unity, but it also has a lot of 2D ability to it from what I heard. So this is a very beautiful opening, I gotta say. The music really sells the whole thing. You have a very chill looking dude right there, a little bit of animation, you got the circling symbols around you. It's just a very chill environment, and it basically lays out what the entire game is going to be like right at the start. It wears its aesthetic on its sleeve, and it's beautiful. So let's go ahead and jump in. 1. Heaven, the creative. Chi and heaven above. Chien, heaven below. Chien. I think that's how you say that. The movement of heaven is full power. Thus, the superior man makes himself strong and untiring. Alright, so this is a game that's going to explain itself through its mechanics. It's not going to... I don't think it's going to have a lot of words. I touch the fire, and that goes up. I get off it, it stops going up. I can jump. Now, the jump animation's a little weak, but it's not a big deal because we don't really see the person's legs. We see his feet, right? So he's not bending his knees. We can see that if only because of his dress, and that is a little off-putting, but in a weird way, it also gives him a sort of levitation-y look, you know what I'm saying? And this whole game is supposed to be about the idea of, you know, Zen master and all that fun stuff. I could see it being that, you know, you wouldn't want him to bend his knees, because it might make him seem more human, I guess would be the word, but he's trying to look like somebody who's transcended everything, you know? But even still, you can kind of see, look at that, his left knee kind of bends forward a little bit. A little over-analyzing there, but when you walk, you see his knees bend. Maybe it would just be best to look into getting a jump animation that actually bends his knees, you know? Alright, so I see a door, but I can't seem to go through it. So when I step on this, it puts a symbol in another area. Stands to reach in the... Ooh! Oh! Oh my! Oh, old man! Oh my god! He just died! I take back everything I said about the transcended qualities if that fall just killed him. Okay. So apparently, I've just learned that you can die in this game. Which is honestly something I did not expect whatsoever. Everything about this game kind of had a chill atmosphere to it. And then suddenly I find out that this little old man can absolutely die if you're not careful. And I don't know how I feel about that. So we get the symbol there. We get the symbol here. There we go. Just needed both symbols. I really did not expect to be able to die in this game. I mean, it almost feels like it goes against everything that this genre is about. I really did not see that coming. Oh my god, become one with the earth very quickly. Yeah, falling into a crater will do that. Oh man. Okay, so Kun, earth above, earth below. The earth's condition is receptive devotion. Thus the superior man who has breadth of character carries the outer world. Alright, so we already know what fire does. It'll basically, one will go up, one will go down. And that's good. That was something we learned very quickly, and it seems to apply throughout the entire area. Wonderful. I'm going to have to keep that in mind as I go. So I can rotate the camera with the right analog stick, though it's insisting that I have keyboard controls. I would like it if, when you are using the analog, when you're using the controller, if the game could pick up on that and give you prompts for the controller instead of the keyboard. That's just a little polish point. That's not a huge deal, but something worth pointing out. So what does water do then? What is it doing? No, it is going up and down. Huh. For some reason the angle made it look a little weird. So I kind of would have thought it would do something different from the fire. I guess it kind of does. Water sinks on the one you're standing on while fire rises. So there is that. It's not a huge distinction, but it's there. Now this snowman, you notice that I got kind of caught on him, right? Like, because I don't want to fall off. Well, now I need to find out if I can fall off. Okay, I'm going to find out if I can fall off in the next level. There's no point falling off now. I'm at the end. But try to make sure that snowman's not too much in the way that you can get caught on him. Khan, water above. Chun, thunder below. Clouds and thunder, the image of initial difficulty. Thus, the superior man, bringing order out of confusion. Alright, now let's see. Yep, you can absolutely fall to your death. Good to know. Very good to know. Oh my, this old man is on a perilous journey for sure. So I got one. But you can only carry one. Look, as soon as you take it, as soon as you press this again, you lose whatever you had. So it looks like this is what determines where I go next. Is that how that works? If I'm comparing that to that, like the top right to the top left, I would think that I would want this one because it seems to fit better. But first I'm going to need to make sure that the water is a little higher up. And look, one of them is also rising while the other falls. That's interesting. Need to make sure. So what I'm going to do is maybe I won't die here. Let's see. Perfect. Wait, no, not perfect. I thought the fire was going to rise. Why isn't the fire rising? Oh, I'm so dead. I thought for sure the fire... Didn't we establish earlier fire rises when you step on it? Maybe that's not actually the case at all. Maybe that's a total lie. And maybe I'm just doomed. I do like the plunk sound. That is a beautiful sound. Aesthetic-wise, this is a very nice-looking game. It fills its own little aesthetic. It's got a nice little bloom to it. It might be a little over-the-top bloom, just a smidge, but I don't think it does too much to detract. Okay, so I think I'm figuring out the new rules here. All right, so here's how it really is. This fire is facing forward, so that's why it went up. Whereas this fire faces downward, so that's why it goes down. I assume. We'll find out for sure when I die again. But this one faces up. Weird. Yeah, it's tough to fully decipher these rules. I don't feel like they're entirely explained. Alright, so the door's open, so let's just get out of here. I think depending on what patterns you make, you actually go to a different level. And that's actually really cool. I like that a lot. Oh, look at that. We got a map. What's the button for the map? The controller, I wonder. View controls. Actually, view controls. Nope. Ah, there we go. Ah, so this is the goo map. This is the every symbol I can make that will take me somewhere else. And that is an interesting concept, isn't it? The idea that depending on what symbols you make, there are just so many levels to check out. It's a neat idea. I'm at level 18 now. That happened. So you take a different path, you get to a different level, but the question is, what is the overall goal? Ooh, that didn't go great. And it also means you're going to be learning things in different orders. You're not necessarily going to be able to ramp up your player. Ah, there we go. That's going up, but this is staying still because it's stone. Okay. You're not going to be able to ramp up your player into these concepts. They're going to have to learn them on their own. So I'm going to die here, so... That's just... I'm sorry, but that's just so depressing. I feel like the death. I feel like the flat-out, your guy died part of this game. It just doesn't feel like it fits. Why in this beautiful Zen-like game where you play as just a little, look at this, he's a little old man, and I guess he's searching for enlightenment. I don't know exactly what he's doing. I don't really know what the goal is here, but he seems like he's searching for enlightenment, and the price for failure is just you are dead. That is just so... Wow, it's so dark. I feel like that's the best word for it. It's like, this is really dark. Why? Why? Why do we go to that place? Why do we decide that the darkness must take over here? Life is suffering, I suppose so. Oh my, this is, yeah. Life is suffering. There you go. That's one way to look at it. Oh my. This poor old man. So I can only take one way, and I'm going to need the other guy. So if I go this way, though, I can get the other guy on the way around. Cloud dude? No, not too high now. If he gets up too high, I'm going to be in trouble. I'll take this one. Now, will this be enough? Ah, perfect. Just barely. But only if he doesn't... No! Come on, old man! Oh, I tried my best, guy. Come on. That wasn't even a big fall. I really do have to question, I mean, I'm sure there are maps that are designed around it, but how often does the falling to your death on the platforms thing really come into play, I wonder? I mean, I feel like the fall limit is just a little too harsh, you know? I kind of thought that might happen too. I kind of thought I'm probably going to die here, but what can I do at that point? I couldn't really go back. I blocked off all the ways to go, so it was too little too late. Now, this game has a lot of waiting. I think we can acknowledge that. This game is mostly about waiting, and again, it's a Zen-style game, so you're expected to kind of sit and reflect and think about what's going on around you. But here's the catch. What am I sitting and thinking about? Because there isn't really a lot of eye candy or ear candy going on here. The best we have here are these snowflakes. That is the extent of the animation and maybe the concept of what's going up and going down around you on the map. But what about sound design? Isn't there something that we can be hearing aside from the sound of, I guess you call it rubble rising? I feel like there's more that can be done here to really try to make the weighting a little bit better. Because right now, look at how slow the character moves, right? And that's understandable. Again, Zen-like game. We're not expected to be going Sonic the Hedgehog speeds here, but don't die, don't die. That didn't even seem like that was a big enough fall. Wow. Anyway, so we got some feedback here from Yoko saying, why not have the player character snap to the tiles? It's a grid tile-based game. Why can't the player walk freely? And I feel like, to a degree, that might just be because you want that kind of Zen-like walk. I'm using the word Zen-like a lot, and I don't know if it really applies anymore after what I've seen. But I originally, when I saw this, and it was because of the walking actually when I saw this, especially the speed of the walking, I thought the reasoning for the walking was because it added to the Zen feeling that this, that's too far, that this game was trying to cultivate. But the fact that your character can just so easily die, that he's so very, very fragile, I think that kind of detracts from that concept quite a bit, doesn't it? I feel like that's almost makes the point null and void. So I would totally agree. Why not just let me go from grid to grid? I mean, it feels almost like this could be adapted into a turn-based game a lot better than it could be this real-time thing that's going on here, right? It's like, okay, I'm on this point, wait one turn, wait one turn, wait one turn, and then you can see them rise, rise, rise. And then, alright, this turn I want to go back over here to Mr. Tree over here. I feel like it would be apt for this particular gameplay type. Okay, jump, but then jump again, because I don't want that to sink anymore. I've had enough sinking, thank you. Alright, I'm going to jump off this too, so I don't accidentally trigger it too much. And again, now, let's talk a little bit about respawns. The respawn speed is fairly quick. So that isn't what's getting the player out of the action so much. The respawn speed is nice and snappy. As soon as I die, I can press a button and I'm right back in the action. What does take a long time, though, is the walking. So basically, in order to redo everything that I just did, I need to ensure that I walk all the way over here, that I wait right here. Just gotta wait it out. This game feels like a puzzle game that's being restricted by the concept that you have free movement. And I really do feel like I would love to see a version of this game without the free movement. I would love to see what it would be like if, as Yoko suggested, you just went from grid tile to grid tile to see how quickly you can get things, done. It's a puzzle game. First and foremost, it's a puzzle game. And it does have death, and that's why I feel okay to call it a puzzle game. So, why not just stop restricting? I don't know. I thought for sure that was high enough, but maybe not. So am I stuck here, or can I go back? I can't go back, so I'm stuck on this level unless I maybe in the main menu. Also, listen to this. Listen to that music. That's beautiful music. Where's that music now? Maybe that's just not in game yet. Maybe. But that's the kind of ear candy I want. I want this feeling throughout the entire game. This airy, calm, you're gonna die if you fall 2 tiles deep feeling. God, that just throws it all off. I can't get over that. Tell me I'm not alone in this, guys. I feel like it's so out of place that you're so fragile and you just die. And it's not like, oh, you poof or something like that. Or maybe your spirit, just kind of, and then you go back to the spawn or something. You flat out die. It's not even that I mind that there are lose conditions. It's really just the fact that you flat out die. Your old man just falls over and doesn't get back up. It just feels so wrong. Yoko says, learn from the witness. Don't let players walk off the edge if the fall will kill them. Just have an invisible wall there. There's no death ruining the atmosphere, and the player doesn't have to redo everything that they've done. Well, in that case, I would still have to redo everything I've done, because everything would be out of sync, so I would just be stuck there, and I wouldn't have much options. So, unfortunately, that wouldn't really work in this scenario. Alright, I think I know what needs to be done. I think I know what I've been neglecting to do. Let's see. So let's get him up here. Now we take the walk over. What I've been neglecting to do, as it would seem, is I'm going to have to bring this guy up a little bit, but more than a little bit. Just enough. Come on, big guy. Now, perhaps, in an effort to make it more obvious as to just how far the fall actually is, like whether or not it'll kill you, it seems like the fall will kill you after it's gone. I say the word tiles like it means something, but there isn't really an exact tile. You can kind of guesstimate, but what I'm getting at is, it seems like you can kind of see over where the door is right now. I would say that from there up to where the tree one is, the stone one to the right there, that would be about one tile space, I think. And I think if you fall more than that, you die. But I don't really have an exact science to that. Gotta be careful, because if I let that fall too much, then I lose, and then I gotta redo everything again. Let's see. Alright. So, will this be enough? And that's the thing, is right here, I feel like there's just so much guess and check. You need to have some way to represent. Maybe it's even you put lines, right? Maybe, let's look at this here. Maybe if you put lines, like where his feet are right now, and where his head is, let's call that one grid. Let's call that one man size, shall we? So if you put lines at every man size going up and down the columns, at least then I'd have some kind of a gauge to figure out where the safe zone is. You know what I'm saying? Alright, will this be enough? Thank you, old man. His knees survived. Alright, we're back at level 3 now from level 18 at initial difficulty. Con, water above, thunder below. I've been here. Yeah, I've been here. So, oh, well. Yeah, I don't think he can swim. Call it a guess. So, let's go ahead and try another path. But here's the thing. What path was that? That was... Alright, so this is the lower guy, right? It'd be kind of nice. Maybe if you could show what the potential choices that I have are, right? So I don't want to have to keep going here, 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 here to make sure that I'm picking out the right way to go. If you could actually show in the top right all the potential choices you have for this level as to where you could go, and like gray them out or something. So you can see on the top left over there, you can actually see already what the level you're on is. I would now look on the top right. When I collect something, it adds it there, and that's a beautiful effect. What I would like is if all the potential options were there, and what it would do is like gray out the ones that you haven't done before, and then you kind of fill them in as you go. You know what I'm saying? So like this one, I want to say I've not gone that way, but I need to rise this guy first. This one would maybe be part of one that I haven't done yet. And let's see. No, I've done that one already. Let's get this guy instead. So I have to go that way. So let's see if I can raise this guy up a little. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. And this is a good puzzle. I like this puzzle quite a bit, actually. So we go this way. And then we go around. And now we can grab this guy. And you can see that that's a completely different pattern from what I have down there. In fact, I think I can tell you where this is. It's not the next level. It's actually a little more advanced than that. This one is actually much more advanced than that. It's much more advanced than the last one I did, but you know what? Road less traveled. Let's give it a shot. I do like that idea. I really do like the concept that you can go from one level to another level, though I do worry that eventually you're going to get lost. And that's why if you can do something to mitigate that by showing what the potential options are and which ones you've already explored, that's going to help the player a lot in finding the new places to go. So let's see. Disintegration. Mountain above, earth below. And those are the signs. Mountain above, earth below. So Ken and Kun. Ken was the one that I... Ken, it's one of those. That was the one that I took for the above symbol. And Kun is the one that I took for below. Mountain on top of the earth. The image of disintegration. Thus, those above can ensure their position only by giving generously to those below. Huh. That's actually a really neat concept because, you know, if you look at it, the mountain is really just one long, and then it's got supports under it that are kind of holding it up, and then more supports below that. I don't know. Again, that's the cool kind of stuff to examine. That's neat. I like that. So this will disintegrate after I touch it once, so once I choose a path, I need to take it. Let's raise this guy up enough that I can maybe get to him. And where's the other one? He's over there? Alright, so let's try not to die. That'd be my first priority. Alright, good, good. Disintegrate this guy, disintegrate this guy. I think it holds until I leave. Let's test that. Yep, holds till I leave. So I can go here. Not much choice here. But I think I'll be okay? Maybe? Let's see. And jump it. Let's get this guy just high enough that I can get up here and then make my way over. It's a good puzzle game. It really is nice, but the ear candy, that is easily what's missing here. It's all about that ear candy. There's just got to be some music. There's got to be some There's got to be this. And the fact that that fades in so quickly really tells you something. Also, these grinding effects, or gravel effects, whatever you want to call them, that sound really needs to be replaced by something that actually fits the what you're standing on, right? Why doesn't it sound more like water rushing, or if it's a cloud, like wind blowing, or if it's fire, it's like firing, you know, crackling. That it seems like such a missed opportunity. The ear candy is easily what's holding this game back the most. Oh, and we're back at this place. So you take the easy way out, you go back here. It'd be kind of nice if you could just travel between places, but I guess that's not what you're going for, and I can respect that. I get it. You kind of want the player to have to explore to some degree. But I feel it is going to wear on the player after a while, especially considering we don't really know where we're going. We're just kind of going with it. Yoko says, perhaps implement a level select screen showing which levels can get you to which levels. That could be pretty good. Yeah, this is a pretty generic grid, isn't it? I don't really know which levels are going to get me where. Even now, after I've explored which levels can take me where, I still don't know. I'd have to write them down myself. It'd be really cool if you could at least have, like, arrows or something that just kind of point out, you know, where to go and what can bring you where. But I assume the bottom right. I assume that's my goal. Or I assume just all of them. Checking all of them out is probably my overarching goal. So let's see. I don't think I've gone this way. Can I make it this way? Only if I let the fire over there sink. Man, that's going to kill me eventually, so I got to be careful. Actually, I think I just screwed myself, because I can't get back up there. We'll take you. We'll take you. Maybe let this sink a little more. Just enough. But not too much, because then I'm screwed. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. Okay, so take this guy instead. Have I been here? Yeah, I've been here, so that won't work. We'll try this guy. And yeah, I feel like the only ones I haven't done are the ones over this way, so I gotta off myself. And try that again, because the fire needs to sink a little bit more. Try to get one more puzzle in, and then we'll see where to go from there. It's Zen-like in the feel, except for the whole death thing, which I've beaten to death, so I won't keep saying that, but I would just love more sound to go with that feel, you know? That is easily where I think this is lacking the most. Is that sinking? No, that's not sinking. Good. Actually, I just realized they're all rising, which is kind of interesting. Alright, so you... it's getting high. Okay. If I take you... I can't reach that by just a little. I think it'll be okay, though, as long as this can go just far enough. Come on. Yeah, I would love to see this as a turn-based game. I think that's going to be too much. Let's see. Come on. I feel enlightened. I believe. Belief is enough. Anime rules. Anime has taught me well. Thanks, Gurren Lagann. Alright, so let's give this last level a shot. Fire above, earth below. The sun rises over the earth, the image of progress. Thus the superior man himself brightens his bright virtue. Alright, this is Definitely the most advanced level I've been to so far, at least in terms of how far down it is on the grid. Only one? Well, that's different. Okay, so we go here. And this seems like a more straightforward puzzle than what we usually see, doesn't it? This one's more or less about the individual. Because that, I feel, is going to fall, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I've just trapped myself, actually. Because I don't think there's any way that I can get them high enough without... Yeah, that's what I thought. And down we go. I wish there was a transcend button I could press that would just kind of magically turn me into energy or something and then port me right back to the beginning without having to kill myself in between. It feels so morbid. I'm sorry. I can't get over that factor. The morbidity of it is just so... Oh, wow. It's so out of place. I never saw it coming. I really did not. It came out of nowhere. Giggity. Oh, well, what are you going to do? So I realize actually this puzzle is super easy once you realize you can just stand here. This poor old man. All it's missing is his, like, from a big fall, his skull going flying or something with blood everywhere. Okay, which one do I want? Let's see. Where haven't I been? For my own sake. Huh, I just realized that sound happens when you do this. This isn't actually super well organized, I just realized. Because at least it'd be nice if it was organized by top or by bottom pattern. I don't know. This guy. Haven't done him yet. Or even on the map, if it showed you what you currently had in your possession lit up so you could tell where you're going to go, that would be a huge help. So, like, since I had the top one right there, if all the ones with that top one were all lit up, you know what I mean? Like, the top was lit up on all of those, that would be huge. That'd be a nice little UI effect to give a guy a hand, you know? Is this going to rise? That's going to sink? That's no fun. How does that rise? How do I get the fire to rise up? I guess I don't. Which means I might have just screwed myself, because I don't know if I'm going to get enough height. Okay, shoo. Alright, we're going to call it there for right now, folks. Oh, I guess I have been there. Well, you see, that's what I mean. Sometimes you miss out. Anyway, we're going to call it from here, folks. I really do dig the concept that this game is going for. I think it's actually really beautiful in its own way. But you got to examine a few of your mechanics. In particular, why am I dying such a horrible death all the time? Why can't you make that a little more Zen-like, for lack of a better term? I don't even know. And this whole time, I've neglected to point out the fact that there is some kind of counter on the bottom left that I really do not know what is. It looks almost like fireworks. I don't know, like TNT or something. But I hope it's not, because that would seem incredibly racist of me. But I'm sure it's not. So what I'm getting at is this game, while I think it has a really neat concept, and I think it does have a nice Zen feel to it, it needs more. It needs more of the sound. And I would really love to see what this game would be like in a turn-based capacity compared to its current real-time spawn, I suppose. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been a game of changes. Very nice. Very nice. I'd like to see where this goes from here. Oh, and more of this, please. This music is just exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, God, no. Let's not talk about monks self-immolating, please, for the love of God. I would love to have some form of decency on this channel, but I digress. Let's move along, folks. Right on to our first giveaway of the night, which, again, is going to be Starbreak. So the devs that I saw at PAX were really kind enough to, first of all, remember who I was, and second of all, give me some keys for their upcoming release of Starbreak on Steam. So, if you want your chance to win Starbreak, which is a 2D online multiplayer MMO roguelike RPG, which, yes, you do, go ahead and type !! giveaway. Try to win. And while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and try to look through the feedback you guys have submitted. Alright, so first up, New Bruce says, looks great, love the simplistic style, or very simplistic style, works well, and is consistent. It does have the look of a mobile game though, perhaps the controls would port to touchscreen. Seems like it would be fun on mobile. And I've seen a few Zen-like games be on mobile. There's actually a game called Zen Bound, which I never got to play myself, but I've seen it played where it... I don't know, I realize these days that it seems like mobile and Zen kind of go together because you can do them anywhere. They're really chill games. You can do them on the pooper. People love Zen pooping. And I think that it would also be a nice fit. I think this could go very well on the mobile. So yeah, I would say if you're not already considering it, see if this can also make its way on mobile. I think it'd go well. VP Outlaws Jeff says, I think the player needs more feedback about what he's supposed to do and his effect on things as he's doing it. And what effect the things he's doing have on the world and why. Highsight is throwing out a lot of random guesswork theories about what's going on and what to do, but a random player who isn't trying to help the dev might be like, I have no idea what's going on, and bail before they try to learn what to do. I would agree, you really always want to try to give your player as much information as possible, and I still don't know what pillars went up, what pillars went down. It just kind of was. Sometimes pillars would go up, sometimes pillars would go down. That'd be about it. So, I would definitely say, yeah, try to find ways to get more feedback out there. Better sound design could help with that. Maybe some particle effects that kind of show the pillar that's moving actually moving instead of just the pillar itself moving. So, like, you know, rubble falling off it or something. I don't know, something along those lines. VP Outlaws Jeff just said that. Yoko says, why not have the player snap the tiles? I still actually would really love to see that. Make it turn-based, not real-time. Genuinely, I'm curious what that would be like. I think that could be a massive improvement to the gameplay. VP Outlaws Jeff also says, yeah, the player needs some kind of an indicator that the fall is too steep. Like, make the tile red or something. It would help if the player... it would help the whole, can I do this? Nope, I'm dead thing. Couldn't agree more. Nubru says, Zen game is going to require a Zen soundtrack. Couldn't agree more. You already have something there. I know you have it. Just give it to me. Give me it. Give me it. So yeah, Zen wipes. Zen wipes for the Zen poops. Oh my. What else we have right here? PP Outlaws Jeff says, when he can die, it feels like he's just a confused old man wandering around instead of a Zen master according to the Enlightenment. Like a slap in the face back to reality. I guess that's one way to look at it. It's really just not how I see it. I just see it as, oh hey, an old man just died. 'Cause reasons, I guess. That poor old man. Oh my. Oh my. Kirkinetic says the biggest detriment to puzzle games is knowing the solution to the puzzle but being unable to solve it due to the game's mechanics. What makes it worse is having to solve everything from the beginning, even knowing the solution. Mechanics should complement the puzzle gameplay, not hinder it. You know, I almost wonder if a braid-like reverse time mechanic might be of help here. I do wonder that. Could you imagine if you had the ability to just kind of back up from a little mistake and try again instead of having to go all the way back to the beginning? It might be a huge help. Kirkinetic says the biggest, Yoko says perhaps implement a level select screen. Yep, we already talked about that, so I'm not going to rehash that. Nubru says thread the Eastern theme into every block, every tile and block. Decorate with Buddha set pieces, sand gardens, rock gardens, rose gardens, cherry blossoms. That little water lever thing that fills up and falls over every now and then. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, those. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I would totally love to see one of those. You could really immerse the player in your vision. It adds great detail. I actually really love that comment, New Bruce. I'm going to give you some bits for it. New Bruce, I couldn't agree more. That would be a great thing to see happen for this game. I would absolutely love to see what it would be like if this game took the Eastern feel to every level of its aesthetic. I think you're already mostly there, but then you have things like snowmen. I mean, I don't know a lot of snowmen. I don't see a lot of snowmen in the East. I feel like I would love to see more Eastern influences in your design. And lastly, New Bruce says, never good when the player's only way forward is to suicide. Yeah, I can't agree more with that. That is really a rough thing to do to your player, to make them have to kill themselves to move on. That's why I would love at the very least to have a button to let me feel a little better about it. You know what I mean? I'd love that. Yeah, so it looks like those watching live right now, the stream's getting a little choppy, and I do apologize for that. I've done everything in my power to improve that. Sadly, it just seems like it's Comcast being Comcast, and I've done what I can. That's all I can say on that, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll resolve itself soon. I can't make any promises, though. Cross your fingers, folks. But let's go ahead and wrap up this giveaway. Last call on giveaway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner of the giveaway is Drix. Congratulations, Drix. I'm going to send you a copy of Starbreak, which is actually not even released yet, so congratulations. You're in the beta. Lucky you. So let me go ahead and give you that. Whisper the old Drixinator. Congrats as always, sir. Thanks for always coming out and being a help. Alright. Now with that, hang on. What's all this about? I think it still worked. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so let's move on to the next game. Our next game of the night is Bevontule. I think that's how it's pronounced. I might be saying it completely wrong. The name in and of itself is kind of hard, so it kind of bodes that the gameplay itself might be pretty hard. But Bevontule is supposed to be a 3D turn-based tactical RPG with emphasis on positioning and timing. Now, timing, that actually really confuses me. Timing in a turn-based game, how does that work? I don't know. I'm interested to find out. Let's go ahead and dive right in and see if we can find out. And yes, that is a Steam game to redeem on Steam. Come on. There it is. Alright, so this is only the battle demo portion of the game, which means to me, I think there's supposed to be some free roaming aspects of this game as well, but I don't think it's quite there just yet. So let's go ahead and try a battle against the beasts and see how that goes. Long transitions, but probably a lot of loading. Seems obvious. Bevontule. There we go. Okay, so we find ourselves in a field with a church nearby. Nice environment work, actually. I really dig the entire aesthetic that this environment has going for it. It looks great. It really does. Now, if I were to... I can zoom in. I can move the camera around by holding down right-click. That all works exactly as I'd hoped. Now, let's actually look at these character models. They look pretty good, actually. Pretty dang good. Up to snuff, I would say, for sure. I'm impressed. The music seems super unfitting, though. What do we got there? We got, like, a little Gregorian chanting going, followed by some, I guess you could call it breakbeat. Seems a little not battle music-y. And it could just be placeholder music. I don't know. We'll find out as we go. But let's go ahead and try to figure out how we... So, it looks like all the controls, what to do is over here. But look at how small this stuff is. Why would you make this so small? You got so much screen space over here. All this real estate. Get that stuff right up and bigger and stuff. So we have move, skills, items, end turn, and attack. But attack has a small thing. So... the indicators are really well done. Look at the juice on those. The way they kind of expand and contract into each other like that. I dig it. Let's try to move over here. No, that didn't go quite as planned. And now I can't seem to move. Interesting. And am I not allowed to move and attack? Can I only attack and then move? Whoops, I might have made a goof. How about skills, huh? I got a lunge skill. Let's try to use... oh, hang on. Okay, so let's try to use the... oh, okay, it goes over to the right. So lunge skill... and I can reach Wolf B with that. So let's try to lunge. Then you, what skills do you have? So you have Chakra, restore some HP to allies near him. Remove one negative effect. So I'm going to try to position him nearby. So right there. And I'm going to end his, well, yeah, we'll end his turn there. Oh. Oh, right, and then we move over to the other guy. Wait, what? Oh, no. I think I ended the turn for everybody by doing that. I don't think that was just him. I honestly can't tell. So next up would be spider, then wolf, then spider, then Morok. So let's look at our skills here. Resolve. Increases his resistance until the end of the battle. Well, why wouldn't I do that? Ah, that's awesome looking. That's a good little animation. Definitely a good looking animation. Alright, just weakened me. My resistance went down. Ah, he's gonna be all surrounded. That ain't good. Oh, back attacks are a thing, I think. I think that's why he moved back there. Alright, so... he never moved, did he? Confirm. What did that do? The movement seems a little off right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a little confusing exactly what I'm trying to accomplish. Well, I mean, I know what I'm trying to accomplish, but it's a little confusing how moving works in this particular game. So, try Firebomb, I guess. Smoke him if you got him, right? Let's try to Firebomb Mr. Spider B. No, Spider A. He's too close to him. And let's have you attack, huh? There we go. That was a solid hit. And then I can move afterwards, so... But he never seems to move. The only way I've moved so far is by using a skill. That's not what I was going for. Maybe that's a bug right now. So the sound design, I don't know if you guys heard that, but the wolf just clanged. I'd love to see that improved upon in the future. How can I move you, sir? I want you to go here, right? But that doesn't do nothing. Oh, there's a firebomb, though. Yeah, the chants are pretty solid, but the breakbeat doesn't really fit, in my opinion. So I think this guy's going to die, if only because I can't figure out how to move him. Unless it's... Is it like... Oh, use WASD. See, everything else in this game so far has been done through clicking. So, as cool as it is, that's how you do it. I feel like because I clicked off, I was confirming to not move, which I don't get what that was about, but okay, whatever. At least I figured that out. Alright, let's slash this guy up good. Or let's not, I guess. Oh, it takes a couple of turns. I see. Okay, I get it. So some skills take time. Isn't that interesting? What's actually really interesting is why can't I just move now, right? I have to actually click move and then use WASD because before then, all this stuff goes off. Why not just set it up so moving works all the time? I don't have to click move and then move. Just let moving work until I confirm a position and do an action, right? Because if I can just move and then do an action within my circle, then my turn will kind of be done, won't it? I shouldn't have to confirm my movement and then confirm an action. Should I? I don't really know what that gets. A spin kick. Oh, wow. Actually, could have used that over here. Too bad. What items do I have? I have a salve. Try some salve! And that'll do negative effects. Let's just attack this guy. Beating the crap out of that wolf. Alright, we're gonna have to get him out of there. I don't think he's gonna hold out long. We'll move you. Try to get everyone a little more in line. Oh, okay, so if I do that, I gotta confirm it first. Come on. I think that's close enough to still hit. Looks like it. Shield bash. Minor physical damage. Bludgeon. Minor physical damage. Focus. Accumulates damage taken and returns a portion of it to a nearby enemy on activation. That sounds pretty cool. I need to get him in the action. Let's just do a solid attack. So the concept is actually really solid. I like this gameplay a lot. I feel like what's letting it down is the controls itself, the actual movement and everything. As I said before, let me move the character and then when I get him in the position I like, do the action. Because once I do the action, the turn's over. So I can either choose to do the action or just end the turn, right? And then that would work fine. I don't see why that would be any kind of issue. Don't even have a move option. Just move all the time and then within your circle and then do your thing, you know? Maybe there's a skill down the line that might impact that so it wouldn't quite work. I don't know. But I think it'd be a much smoother gameplay style that way. I think it would work out a lot more in your benefit down the line, especially. Oh, no, get back. No, wait, did I just sacrifice the move? No, okay. Shoo. Alright, let's get him here, but I want him to face there. There we go. Blade Toss. Vigor! Increases strength by 25% until the next action. Sounds like a plan. Oh, look at that. The Blade Toss actually goes in a straight line. See, this is where I would absolutely love to be able to position myself better. If I can position myself and then set up for the Blade Toss, boy, that'd be huge. That would make that such a helpful skill. Unfortunately, I'm not set up to try that out right, but now that I know, I can try it for next time. So we'll do Vigor right now. Really dig it. Okay, we're gonna move you. Because I think if I'm here, I can do my thing. What was the skill called? Spin Kick. I think that's close enough. Yep, get both of them. And if he gets closer, oh, get all three maybe? Maybe. Ah, nah, just two. Oh my god. I was kind of expecting a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick, but that was totally a Chun-Li move right there. I can dig it. I can dig it. Okay, so yeah, I do dig the style of everything here. And just start slashing things here. I would love to see these bars, or like, you see these things that basically is the best way for me to know what everybody's HP and SP is. I would love to see that above an enemy if I moused over them. Like if I mouse over him, I want to see all of his stats and everything, like in that little stats card. Just bring that right up above him, right where my mouse is. That'd be pretty good, I think. I'll just end the turn there. Yes, I confirm. Ooh, he's hurting. And I did the Vigor for the Blade Toss, so let's try to get him in position for that. Maybe I might hit my ally, but I can live with this. No, dang it. I need to confirm. Yeah, there's definitely a stiffness to this UI right now. It's definitely workable, though. Oh, I guess I can't hit allies? That's helpful. Well, let's see how this goes. Ah, no, it only does hit one. I kind of thought it would go all the way through. Yeah, I missed a fist fight over here. Go on, take that wolf from behind. How much does he even have? I don't even know how much HP that is. Yeah, let's try Gut Punch. Let's kind of wear this guy down. What I keep wanting to do is I keep wanting to click the enemy. I keep wanting to choose my skill and click the enemy. It's not that I want to choose from a list of the enemies. I really just want to click on the enemy. And I feel like I'm being held back from doing that. Well, I am being held back from doing that. But it feels like a real waste of what you have here. It feels unintuitive that I have to choose from a list instead of just flat out, hey, here's the enemy. Here's the skill I want to use. Now click the enemy. I feel like that's a much more intuitive and obvious way to go that a lot of people would probably appreciate. Slashy, slashy. Ah. Alright, get some XP, get some AP, so there's going to be some level ups here, it seems like. I like that. Pretty solid. Let's go ahead and turn it up to 11. Let's see what the toughest stuff looks like here. I'm sure I'll get my butt kicked, but I just kind of want to see it. I want to see what we're going to see. Oh my! Okay. Well, those are cool looking enemies. A little terrifying there, but I can dig it. Even if they are kind of recolors of each other, I'm okay with this. So let's go ahead and move this guy over here and start wailing on him, maybe? You know what? Better idea. We'll move him back here in case there's any AoE I gotta worry about. Move him here for now. Grab the skills, and we're gonna give him the Vigor. Try to buff him up a little bit. for the next big attack. Alright. And what's this guy gonna... Oh, boy. He's planning something big. I think it's just gonna hit everything. I don't see this being a battle I'm gonna win. Maybe we just get ready for the worst here. Let's get you right over here, buddy. Just get you right here. There it is. We'll go ahead and try the aura. Nope, not the aura. Not the chakra. None of these, I guess. I guess we'll just attack for now. Oh yeah, that 8 damage is sure intimidating. Oh boy. Speed went down. Okay, might not be able to reach him anymore. Unfortunate. You, on the other hand, increase your res, because I think we're going to need a lot of that. Oh, so doing an action stops me, or doing a skill stops me from being able to move. I don't know if that's intentional, but worth pointing out for sure. So we can either blade toss or we can lunge. I kind of want a blade toss. But we can only hit one dude with that. Nope, we can hit both. And we're working on the frost guy. Oh, the damage. That actually hit both of them. And they're both on fire. Not visually, but in spirit. Their spirits are ablaze. Which is pretty unfortunate. I can try to move him closer and maybe I can get a heal off. If I'm lucky. Nah. That ain't gonna work. And it only works on allies. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Firebomb him. Every turn they take a lot of damage. Oh my. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. You are going to move right over here. No, we need to go after this guy. We need to go one at a time here. But what you are going to do... Uh-oh. Can you not... Why can't you do your focused rage? So 5 turns and 2 costs. But you have plenty of SP. So why can't you do it? That ain't good. Guess we'll end the turn. Okay, he's on fire. That helps. Visuals would be nice to kind of... Oh, he's immobilized. That's going to make it a little trickier to save his life, because he's going to die soon. Like, 2 HP. Yikes. More blade tosses. This ain't exactly my most strategic battle I've ever done. Alright, there we go. Now I can do my focused rage. So the more he gets hit, the more it's going to hurt. If he lives. But look, that's going to help because he's already got a dot on him. So we'll move this guy here, and I think that'll be... I hope that'll be close enough to get the heals. We need to do the chakra more than anything else right now, because otherwise he'll die. Did it go off? It didn't go off. Oh no, it went off now. Duh. Okay, that's actually a lot of health. I'm going to have to do the aura after this to get rid of this burning effect going on. Oh, but they are on a perfect line for death. Ah, boy. Yeah, I don't see this ending well. If I can kind of move him out of the line of death, that'd be nice. Try the aura. Oh, I can only do it for 1. Yeah, I need to do it for this dude or he's going to drop. Do a blade toss on the frost guy. And the flame is helping. Though, they're both about to get rocked. And I don't think the regen's going to be enough to save him. Nah, he did. Well, I expected to lose this, but hey, I might take one of them with me. That burning is powerful. It's a powerful burning. And right about there. Skill. Chakra. I really do dig these concepts. Oh, that's an AoE. That's gonna hurt. Entomb. That doesn't sound fun. Those both. That hit both of them, didn't it? And they're both burning. And they're gonna die. And that's when I remember that I have items. Salve. Solvent. Negative effects. Oh, Resurrection Serum. That'll help if I can get over there. Can my lunge reach? Tell me the lunge can reach. Hopefully that breaks immobilization. And I have just enough time to do another chakra. Or I don't. Ah, you went too far! You fool! I need you to stick around, because now you're probably going to die. Ooh, he getting nommed on. All things considered, this is a very impressive battle system. I actually really do dig it a lot. If I'm lucky, and I mean very lucky, this will get rid of his immobilization in time. It didn't get rid of his immobilization in time. I guess we'll have to use the pancetta. Of course, I could have just resurrected him from over there, but that's not the point. Point is, I can move now. Actually, it'd probably be wise if I get as far away from him as possible so he doesn't hit both of us. So, how's that going to work? Okay, he just didn't do it. That makes sense. Nope, gotta get a little closer. There we go. Resurrection Serum. Resurrect that corpse. So, he's going to die, because that only gave him 10 health, and he's still burning? It gave him 10 health, and he's still burning? Give me something here, jeez. Alright, so resurrection ain't all it's cracked up to be. Eternal life and whatnot, it's kind of a ruse. That ain't gonna help. Let's do a vigor. Vigor! Oh boy, everybody's gonna die. Alright, it's all about timing. And my timing says I need to move as far away as I can from that attack, and that's about as far away is. Get another chakra out, at least I won't take as much damage. Or I will. Oh, I think I dodged it. Positioning. Oh, that was a big hit. Oh, that vigor ain't gonna help nothing. Alright, let's get you over. Let's get you over here. And firebomb this guy again. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's really gonna hurt. I think I'm dead. Oh, maybe not. Maybe the monk will live with his magical fire bombs. Got enough for another chakra. So yeah, even for the hardest battle, I can kind of already get into it and formulate some kind of tactics, though they might not be the best ones. Given what little I know, though, it's kind of impressive that I'm able to get this far, even. So I can dig it. I can really dig it. I don't have too much to say about the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty solid. What I will say is these fields are pretty barren looking. I don't see a single tree anywhere. Where are all the trees at? Where's all the shade? Where's the clouds in the sky? There's a lot going on for the grass and everything, and that's great. But there could be so much more going on here, guys. You could do so much more here. Looks like some kind of a cave over there. I kind of want to see what's in that cave. Actually, I am genuinely curious. How far can I extend out? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Eat this solvent. I'm going to see if I can walk over to that cave. Just say screw it to these little dragon guys. This little double dragon thing going on here. Don't need no ninja skills to know that I don't want to fight them. They're going to kill me. I'm just a lonely little monk with my fire bombs. And I got ice magic. I don't got ice magic. And that was going to die anyway from burning, which apparently is overpowered as hell. No, hang on, before I... Yeah, let's get over there. I really do want to see how far I can freeform out here. It's a curiosity. Hey, there we go. I killed one of them. I think the fire is actually a little too powerful. Or maybe it's just because he's made of frost. I don't know. I guess that's something that can be said for that, but... Let's see here. Now, I wonder if I can do unorthodox things. Like, I have a resurrection thing, so... What if I were to use that on the frost guy? Would that actually do anything? He can't reach me anymore, can he? So at this point, I'm starting to think maybe you might want to find a way to limit how far out you can go into battle, because look at that. Look at that. I mean, I know I'm doing this to myself, but it seems like I can kind of do things that I... Oh, hey, there we go. There is an invisible wall. You can make that a little more visible. Maybe as you get closer to it, you can make like little dots appear across. I don't know. Like, you can take a page out of... there are a few games that do stuff like that. I want to say .hack does something like that. You get too far out of line during a battle, and there's kind of little dots that prevent you from going to places. Crosscode, I know, does that. We checked that out on Indie Insights. During a battle, you get these little dots that kind of restrict where you can go and make it very clear where you can't go. I don't know. I got kind of the idea that I might be able to beat this guy now. A little notion going on in my brain. That's going to hurt like hell, though. Let's see if I can move on over to one of these allies and perhaps save him. Alright, now this next thing's going to hurt like hell. So let's let him go first, or not go. Yeah, there we go. Go first, do your big hit, and I can try to save these guys. I'll get this guy first. I only got the one serum, actually, so I guess it's just going to be him. I think as long as I got my magical bombs of magical damage dealing badassery, I think I'll be fine. You can get over here. And you go ahead and you eat yourself a salve. Eat that salve up. Ooh, the Vive. I just realized how cool HR or VR would actually be with this game. Could you imagine being able to look at this like a diorama almost and plan out your tactics, just kind of moving your head around and maybe actually grabbing people and like putting them in positions? That'd be really neat, actually. Boy, this would be a cool Vive game. Vive. Wow, the Vive does open up a lot of possibilities, doesn't it? That's a neat concept. Alright, so let's get you into position to... let's see, we got a blazing path incoming, so let's not line these guys up, but... Get a vigor going. Bigger vigor! Yeah, I thought he'd go for him. Alright, so we'll set the fire dude on fire after that. There we go. Let's get him over here just to make sure we're not as close as we can be. Oh, mistakes were made. Not enough of the skill points for that. So let's go ahead and move. Alright, got the fire out there. My dudes are slowly burning to death, too. And for the record, Highsight sees all for those naysayers in chat. Whether or not he responds to all is another question. Can I stack vigors? It doesn't really say I can't. Oh no, next action. Yeah, they won't stack. Let's try a backstab, see what that's all about. Whoa! Why did that happen? Where's my backstab? How long does it take to do a backstab? That was an insanely high amount of damage. Well, it's not really a backstab anymore, is it? That was a pretty front stab is what that was. I gotta try to save his ass now. Damn. That was some damage. Oh, I ain't gonna work. Nah, should have used an item. Because now he's gonna die from the... Nope, sweet. He gets healed before the burning. Because he has 1 health. Haha, that's enough. try to make sure they're not close enough to both get hit. Alright, so I'll take a turn. Let's just attack him. Between that and the burning, I'm sure he'll die eventually. Eventually is very much the key word here. And you're going to get a big hit. Let's see if we can get him out of here. Actually, take a salve. Take a salt tablet. The bottle hitting him does no damage. He just doesn't catch fire. So he's not actually taking the burning damage. Okay. That's going to make this battle a lot longer and harder. I'm going to have to actually attack him. Blade tosses. Blade tosses all day. Yeah, he's immune. Duh. Should have actually read that. It's because of the lack of burning effect I kind of stopped realizing that, I think. The fact that you can't actually visually see a burn happening. He gonna get nommed. Wow! He reaches far. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill this one like I was the other one. Or at all, for that matter. So let's just try to give him a good gut punch and call it a day. If I can actually reach him with a gut punch. Yeah, you know. I'm sure he's wanted to punch a dragon in the gut. Oh, that weakened him. Wish I realized that sooner. Set me on fire, will you? Yeah, take that punch. So, I'll just keep attacking him, and he'll just try to set me on fire. That's what he does. Boosh. Let's take the solvent, I think. Now, if I back away right now, he's going to have to do a move that won't be able to... No, I realize now he has a giant reach anyway, so... No point in backing up. He's just going nom me. Nom nom. Oh, he's not. I might be able to win this if he just doesn't attack normally. It's not often you just punch a dragon in the stomach and kill it. I haven't done that since Skyrim. I honestly thought I would have died by now. Why are you not just nomming me? I'm already on fire. Maybe he's waiting until I get weak enough. Is that what it is? Is that your game, dragon? Alright. Let's see. Is this going to be the kill? Well, I'll take a salve. Blast. Yeah, that's a good chunk of damage. Now just eat me. Eat me. He's running out of SP. He's got to do it eventually. You gonna nom me now? No. Why are you not just killing me? I can actually win this if you don't kill me now. You silly dragon. Take another salve. Yeah, I would really just love the ability to... I mean, you can keep the menus. You really can. But it'd be great if I could just click on things and make the menus bigger, please. The menus do not need to be this small. Hell, I'm thinking another gut punch. Let's do another gut punch. Why not? Yeah, look at that. Weaken. Alright, here comes a big fireball. Whoosh-ah! But now I'm just kind of waiting for death, honestly. But I can survive for so long right now. Turns change, don't they? They change based off of how many people you have. So 3 turns for one person is different from 3 turns against a team of 3. So because of that, my one character here is actually a little bit stronger, and since he can just keep on wailing on this dragon solo because he doesn't have to worry about his teammates taking turns. He gets all the turns. So he just keeps wailing, and eventually he'll probably win because he has all the potions and healing. I'm giving him a chance to eat me. Is he just gonna eat me? Eat me. Nope. Set up for fire. I can't figure out why he doesn't want to eat me, but I think I'm gonna kill him. I do actually like the way that the targeting looks. If you guys haven't noticed it yet, there's actually a really cool effect that goes across the model that's currently being targeted. I'll emphasize that. You see that? Look at that. That little outline with the shader and everything. That looks really cool. I like that. Oh, I'm going to die because I didn't pay attention. Haha, death by lack of attention. There we go. All right. See? There you go. He could have killed me anytime he wanted to. He just took his time. And then all my dudes got up. So, what can I say about Bevontule? Very nice looking combat system, but it does take a little time to do certain things. It seems like I should have lost that battle a lot sooner, and I really could have won it if I stopped and paid attention, but I chose not to for reasons. But as for the targeting and stuff, try to make the targeting as intuitive as you can, because there are definitely ways you can go to make that targeting more intuitive looking, and I think it would be beneficial in a lot of ways. Just click and point and click, you know, point and click. Click on the enemy gets hurt. Simple enough. That's what most people are going to know. That's what most people are going to understand. All right. Let's go ahead and do another giveaway while we check out the feedback. This is again for Starbreak, which is on Steam, which is actually coming out on Steam soon, but this key will get you access to it immediately. It's an MMORPG roguelike. Alright, Chalkbait says you would suggest doing a battle system similar to Hyperdimension Neptunia games. Yeah, you've been wanting me to play that for a while, and I saw you saying in chat that, you know, have I considered it yet? Admittedly, I haven't looked at it yet, and maybe it would have been good if I did for this particular one, because I do know that it's got a similar genre to it. But I would say what they have right here is pretty well defined. Just a question of tightening it up and making it a little faster, I think. It feels a little slow right now, especially when you're down to your last dude and you're just kind of bare-knuckle brawling it. Make sure the enemies use intelligence to kill you, because I could have died so much quicker there, and the bot just felt like he was kind of playing with me. Next up, Trick says, apologies, but could not comment on the graphic fidelity, as cannot determine... okay, yeah, so, Drix, sorry. I know people in YouTube won't know what I'm saying because I'm doing a local recording, but the frame rate issue is not something I can solve. I would appreciate it if you left it out of the feedback. Next up, Drix says, you appreciate the character outlines being drawn when selecting actions. Definitely makes it clear as to what you can affect and what you cannot, which feels like a nice part of design. I definitely agree. I was pointing out before, and that's what got me killed. It's a nice effect. It works nicely. And if you could just incorporate that with a point-and-click aspect, that'd be really great. Next up, New Brew says, you do like the gameplay style. It's a cool fusion of genres. The graphics are quite pleasing, if a little generic, but the animations are pretty impressive, and I definitely agree with that. The animations look great for this game. I would just love to see some effect animations, like the burning and stuff like that. Make things really clear and everything. Definitely agree. And what else to say? And he very much would like to see a town or a dungeon. Yeah, I would love to see one of those too, actually. Just some more settings to fight in. Also, some trees and features in the environment would be nice. Absolutely. New Brew says, reminds me of playing 2 accounts or 3 MMO accounts at once. It's an interesting way to look at it, actually. I've never actually done that, so I can't attest to that. But anyway, tapping between characters and then managing all of it was overwhelming, but it also made playing one character at a time a bit underwhelming. It would be awesome to see if you could find a balance that ordered that chaos. I think a lot of it would just be more power to the mouse controls, and I think it'd all feel just fine. And like I said before, you can get an HTC Vive, get some VR going. If you could actually grab your people and move them around like within their location, drop them down, hit some enemies, that'd be absolutely great. Barricade is a puzzle game. It's a puzzle shooter, so this is a very special kind of game. Last time I kind of compared it to Puyo Pop. It's actually very impressive. I really enjoyed it last time, but unfortunately the last time it was very much not what the latest version was. So this time around we get to see what the latest version is, and I'm really excited to see what I didn't get to see last time. So let's go ahead and check it out. So already the big difference is this is completely different music. And I like that, because one of the things I thought about the game last time was, geez, I just wish it had more music in it. I liked what music it had, but it felt a little generic, at least with the main music. Hopefully we'll see a difference in that, but I still love this sound design. It feels so arcadey and beautiful. So let's jump right into the arcade mode. And it looks like we actually have some more locked out characters this time, but we'll go ahead and choose... Who did I like last time? Who had a lot of power behind them? I think it was this dude, Herc? Was it Herc? Yeah, Herc has the most power but the lowest speed. Let's try him out. We'll go on normal mode. Ooh, a stage select. Do tell. I think I was playing in the bunker before. Let's try the Skyway. This game has so much polish to it, and I absolutely love it. Oh yes, let's not forget. You guys probably don't want to see that background stuff. Alright, so... I got blue. Let's do blue on blue. Now, the main way this works, as we saw last time, is you break blocks and nearby blocks of the same color by popping them with different colors. So like that right there, I had a charged shot that could be any color and I was able to break it. Now, you'll see that one's pulsating. That means the next shot will destroy it with no problem. The only thing is you can't destroy blocks with the wrong color, so you need to make sure that you use the right color. But at the same time, you can change all blocks with whatever color you want, so long as you have that color. And then when you change the blocks, you can try to chain them together into bigger hits and destructions. So let's actually destroy that. There we go. So right here, by turning that one red, I wasn't actually able to get that. But with those purple ones, that could be a pretty penny. Let's pop him. Just picked up a virus. So all my controls are reversed. This music is such an improvement from the last one. I love it. Sounds great. Alright, so let's try to pop this guy. There we go. We got a few out of that. I'm still not 100% sure how the chaining works, because it definitely works on what's nearby and what you blow up nearby, but not all the time, it seems like. Like right there, I got most of those, but not all of them, but I did get a lot. So you can kind of weaken some of them by dropping them and stuff like that. Like, that'll get me a chain of two, I can tell that, but it's not always as guaranteed as you might think. Yeah, no, I love the music in this. I can't wait to hear the other stages. I like the background, too. Absolutely wonderful dithering effects that you can see going on right there. In general, it's just beautiful. Now, I do have to move, though. I can't just stop and think too much, because you might notice the charge bar over there kind of timing down on me. And this is definitely a game that it's easy to pick up, but hard to master. The more you play it, the more you're going to be able to see the little things you can do to make a big difference. So we have a purple shot here. Let's turn that purple, kill the green here, purple that up. Get these little power-ups, and that'll have a power-up, right? Nope, guess not. What I would love is a red shot up there, but I'm going to need to drop something. Oop, well, screwed that up. Yeah, missed opportunity. There, get you, turn you green. I think we're going to have a big blast there. Now, the bigger the thing is, the more it takes to destroy it, if you haven't noticed that already. The 4 blocks are the only things that I can't destroy in one hit with this character, it seems. What I do like about this is the concept that I'm moving left and right by actually moving a bot. It's actually pretty clever, and it leads to different character potentials. So, like, there are some characters that move faster, but their shots don't hurt as much. And I really do like that idea, that you can find the play style for you. And it works out nicely. Let's see. Try popping that. What I don't get is what those squares are all about. I don't get that. What do they actually mean? The fact that there's a square on a block. So if I destroy it, is there a power-up in it or something? So, feedback from Yoko's here says, love how the blocks phase in the top. Great looking game all around. It really is. It's got a beautiful aesthetic and it sticks to it nicely. Let's turn you yellow. Turn you yellow. And then try to multicolor you up. That didn't work. I'd have to destroy the top one, wouldn't I? Gotta do the main blast on the less weak one. Alright, so this should destroy both of them. Yep. Oh, but I got a virus. In addition to the virus messing up my lefts and rights, if you didn't notice, it also makes my window smaller for firing. Breaks a lot of opportunities. Alright, so now that we got that sorted, let's do this. Yeah, that was a big hit. But I didn't get a chain on that? Not sure. Didn't seem like I did. Now we're just kind of working down the last guys. Now I just got some yellows and stuff that I can't really use. I can either blow through them or I can change the colors, but it seems almost pointless to change the colors, right? There we go. I just need to work through the other ones. So you blow through them and you lose some charge, but that's just kind of how it is. I still don't think it's a great one. Ooh, rank F. Ouch. Didn't do great. No power-ups? Wait, PowerPoint 0? But I totally got power-ups. And it looks like it's going to restart me, and it's going to keep doing that until I lose. But I kind of want to check out the other levels. I actually would like it more if you went right to another level. Because as much as I do enjoy this level, how many times am I going to play it before I wish I was on another one? Nope. Get rid of the green here. But yeah, I can easily understand this game very quickly, and that's a wonderful thing for any kind of multiplayer game, especially a more competitive multiplayer game like this one could definitely be, because this does have multiplayer, and you will be competing against each other. I can definitely see that being a huge boon. Ugh, messed that up. Well, that's good, because then the guy, you know, is actually good at it, can kind of teach you by beating you. You learn as you go by dying repeatedly. That's how I learned. And I turned out pretty good. So you don't get chains from explosion-based ones, those blinking red dots. They don't seem to give you any chains, which is kind of unfortunate. Ah, dang. Get the green guy here. We can get those reds pretty easily if I can just reach them. Can't get up there. Chain of 2, right? Yeah, okay. Not bad. Not bad. No, can I? And I still can't back out of an attack when I do it. That's one thing that I said last time that I still would like to see improved on, is the concept that you can't really back out of an attack when you arm it. You might be close enough, you think, to hit your mark, but then you're not, and then you basically have to waste your shot, which is pretty unfortunate. I'd like to see that re-examined. But the sound design, God, I love it. Or at least if there was a constant indicator on screen that lets you know exactly where your shots are going to be when you start arming them. That'd be nice. There are lots of ways you could go about this. Ah, no. This is a different virus. It's not reversing my controls. I think it just made my... Oh, I have less shot visibility. Look, you can only see 2 extra shots in advance now. Different viruses. I want to give them different indicators even, so you have a better idea. Yeah, get him. Alright, so let's try to make a change, shall we? So we got blue coming up. If I hit that, hit you, blue you, red on you, I don't care. I need more blue now, though. Get a yellow on you. Waste the green. Uh-oh. Alright. Red. Nah, I died. I got too greedy. That's where it gets risky, is you start trying to make combos, and then you kind of screw yourself. It gets risky. Didn't do great. Alright, really making me dwell on that. There we go. A. A is my name. No, A is not my name. Wait, how do I back up? So wait, it's an... Oh, it's a left-right thing. Okay, not up or down. Or just, you know, type in your name. A-S-S. Come on, you all do it. You all did it as a kid. Seriously, I could type this in. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the... Now, it seems like I'm doing a lot of effort to get back into the action here. What's up with that? Why not just let me right back in? Like, say, stage select, or character select, or whatever. Let me back up. Or let me even continue. Let's try Omni City. Oh, you hit B to back up. So there is a way to back up now. Ooh, that's good. Let's test that. Nope, I'm hitting B, and that ain't doing nothing. Nope, B don't work. Alright. Once again, this music. Oh, I love this smooth feel. Feels good. Alright, so you really gotta weaken him more on this character because she is pretty weak. But it gives you a little more time to line up your shots and really plan out these combos. So it's a little column A, a little column B. You also have a little more range to work with. And I can see why you'd want to... This might seem like a more advanced character, right? You get to line up combos more instead of just destroying things real quickly. I can't tell if that one up top is pulsating like the other ones. Pulsating means good to go. Ah, I grabbed a virus. Couldn't really dodge that. Not unless I were constantly moving. Yeah, it wasn't. Okay, so maybe now I can get both? Yeah, nice little combo. Combo of 4 even, not bad. You know what? Let's try to make that all green. You go green? I might have just destroyed my green wonderland, actually. Got you, though. Alright, so we're going to try to make that as green as possible over there. Now, one more pro tip I guess you could do is you could try to weaken things ahead of time. Kind of prepare them by changing colors at the last second. If you see a big chain coming. But that's definitely more advanced tactics. Alright, this is a charge shot. This is going to destroy whatever it hits. Let's get the blue guy out of the way. Or purple, whatever. I know colors. Alright, so we have a lot of greens together. Let's see what we can do with that. It is nice being able to aim higher. But I don't have a lot of greens in the pipe. Just gotta work with what I got. Damn. A lot of purples, though. I love this disco feel. Feels great. Alright, that's ready to pop. Alright, now I just need something that won't get me killed. Crap. Oh, I was so close. I just need to pop that next one. Dang, that gets risky. I wish it would be more clear how much charge you're going to lose by wasting a shot. It's not really obvious. Alright, let's try another character. Let's try the middle ground here. I think he'll work out fine. Now let's try the arena. Yeah, that was one thing, was I was trying to save some weaker blocks for when I really needed the power. Unfortunately, I kind of underestimated how much I would need. Mistakes were made. There are definitely advanced tactics to be had here. Another really good song. I'm really glad to see this new music pumped into it. It feels great. Ah, crap. Not far enough over. Actually, I got both. He's just powerful enough to kill 1 blocks. With splash damage, even. So this gives me an idea, then. So let's weaken this. Get a green. Okay. Now I need those purples. Will do just fine. Those purples coming up. Alright, so. Get a little charge there. And then we do purple. And another purple here even should do nice. And kill them all? Hey! Oh, that was only a 3 chain? I thought that'd be 4. Whatever. Still good. See? Slowly you start to learn these new strategies. You gotta think fast, but doesn't mean you have to act fast. You can still think it through. Might need to think a few moves ahead. And I like that. It's a thought provoker. I really like this arena background, if only because, like, all the little people. It must have taken forever to animate those guys just right. I love it. Alright, we'll just pop a quick combo here. Red, blue. And I'm not even talking a lot, and I realize that because it's already in such an enjoyable state, I really don't have much to say. It is just a very functional and enjoyable game. And I'm really happy for it. It's already something I can really just enjoy. And that's tricky. That's not something that happens often, especially not on this show. And it's always a pleasure when I see a game submitted to me that I just don't have much to say about because it's really, it just feels like it's already there. It feels like it's already in such a great state that puzzle people can just pop into it and really enjoy it. Sure, there are minor things here and there that I've already commented on, but I feel like this particular version really smoothed a lot of it out. There's way more sound design to this. There's way more overall feeling to this. It just feels and plays wonderfully, and I love it. I do wish that there was a little more clear information as to what would change, what's ready to be changed and what's not. Like, those are glowing, right? So I hit them up, and I know now that they'll be fine. But that was through trial and error. Like, I learned that by doing in the past. It's not something that I think most people could just pick up and understand. So there might be a little bit of conveyance that be kind of clarified there. But really, this game's already in such a very fun stage. I kind of really want that blue instead, so we'll just shoot this out, take the blue, and yeah, I didn't know if the fall might help destroy some of those other ones, but I guess not. That's really about all I can comment on, though, is just the fact that I don't always know for sure when something is going to be comboed off of. Like, I thought the red one there might be comboed off too. I wish there was a little more conveyance to get that across, but aside from that minor gripe, it really is just fun. It's just fun to get in here, and the music really enhances the experience. The sound design's outstanding. It fits the arcade aesthetic that this whole game has, and I really need to try the multiplayer against somebody. I would love to see some online multiplayer, but I know that ain't any kind of walk in the park. So, not gonna hold it against you to not have that. But yeah, it's just, I love it. I love it. Yeah, let's try a long haul here. Play the long con. Get him. Yeah, there we go. And then I can get a big combo over there, right? Or I could really go for the bigger combo. This might get me killed. I tend to do that. It's the greed. That's what gets you in this game. It's the thought that, hey, you know what? I can have it all. Well, sometimes you can't. Alright, here it is. No, I didn't get the one in the top right like I thought I would. That's where it gets tricky. It's like, it looked like it was glowing with them and everything. I was like, oh, you're going to get a big combo. I do wish it was just literally the ones that were attached that are all the same color popped. I wonder how that would be. Maybe that's too powerful? I don't know, but I feel like that'd be really a cool thing. Lead to a lot of really cool experiences. So this deals damage. Nah, I still don't get what the boxes are either. A little bit more conveyance there would be nice. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop them together, but I'm going to hurt them. I was going to hurt them separately, like that. That's where the more advanced tactics come into play. And I really do appreciate that. I appreciate that there are those advanced tactics to experiment with and learn about. There's a lot to like here. It's just a really cool thing. So we'll kill this guy off. Oh, one too many. Pop that and kill that off with the whoop. Oh boy. Almost killed myself. Still a rank F, but whatever, I'll take it. Alright, what do we got here? Yoko says, this is a really solid example of ye old aesthetic working within new gameplay. Couldn't agree more. It's got the old school feel and the old school look but the gameplay is just something different, and it really just all comes together beautifully. I can't say anything for this game. It's already there. It's already in a very enjoyable state that I personally can't find any fault with. I just think it's a great game as is, and that's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, I'm in the very rare state where I have nothing more to say. Just excellent work, Firesoft. Excellent work all around on Barricade. I really hope to see this game, first of all, get this on Steam immediately. And second of all, if you can, find a way to get some online play with this, because I could see some people really getting into this, maybe even forming some kind of a league if you can get the matchmaking right. I can see this getting big. I really could. So, yeah, that's really about all I can say for Barricade. I can keep playing, but I really can't think of anything else, so I think I might play this a little more on my own time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Barricade by Firesoft. Just an outstanding example of aesthetic and gameplay coming together beautifully to make an old-school feeling, new-school puzzle game. I love it. Thanks so much. Alright. And we're gonna end that there. Now, unfortunately, I was given a third key for Starbreak, but when I examined it, it seems as though it was a duplicate. So unless they got back to me, which actually they might have. Let's see. Oh. Alright. So, yeah, we'll do the giveaway. And at the very least, I'll give you the key afterwards. Now, I do want to sincerely apologize for the quality issues going on tonight. I know they're there. I see them very visibly on my screen. And all I know for sure is it's nothing I can do anything about. And it sucks because I feel helpless. But the good news is the YouTube version should be without any of these frame rate drops, because I'm recording locally. It's just not going to be there. I sincerely apologize for those who had to deal with that tonight. I wish I had something better to say, but yeah, I unfortunately don't. Let's go ahead and look over the final feedback. Yoko says, love how the blocks phase in at the top. Good looking game all around. Yeah, it looks beautiful. It plays beautiful. Drick says, formula seems sound. Just needs more content and levels. Keep up the good work. Yeah, there's a lot of other bots to unlock, which is really cool, but I could definitely agree. I would love to see more levels and more beautiful music like that. It just feels great. And as we said before with Yoko's, the old aesthetic and new gameplay, it just works beautifully. I really wish I had more to tell you guys, but you're beyond my help. You're there. It's a great game, and you've done a wonderful job. Oh, I didn't try. I thought it was still kind of locked, honestly. My bad, man. Yeah, I feel really bad, too, that you couldn't really provide the kind of feedback you guys usually do, and I get it, I do. Yeah, it just sucks, because I'm going on an ISP rant right now, but I had them come out on Monday. They examined it on Monday. They assured me everything was fine on Monday. Now, this has been a sporadic problem that is prevalent at night, and I've told them this, but they can't come out at night. That's not what they do. So they're insisting that there's no signal noise on the line, even though at one point they said there was. They're insisting that the wiring is fine, even though at one point they said it wasn't. And they're insisting that they fixed something recently that probably fixed this problem, which clearly it did not. I've actually upgraded to one of the highest services that they offer, which is like 150 down, 10 megabytes up, because that's the only rate that I can get 10 megabytes at, and that clearly is not enough. So it's not the speed that's the problem. It's never the speed that's the problem. It's the consistency. And I got nothing for that. I'm gonna have to buy new equipment. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna buy a new modem. I'm gonna buy a new router. I'm gonna do everything I can on my end to make sure that if it has anything to do with me, it is taken care of. I will do that because I really care about this. And you guys, you pay money for this. Some of you pay for the Patreon stuff, and I feel just horrible that my stream is at a 41% drop frame rate. That feels terrible to me. That feels just obscene. I am a big quality guy, and this is not something that I am okay with whatsoever. Not anyone's fault save Comcast. I mean, that's what they say. Let's see. Yeah, you just can't get people to try the game. Well, that is hard to believe because it's a hell of a game. I mean, marketing, right? They say marketing is half the job, and I can see why. Were you at PAX by any chance? I didn't see you there, so probably not, but if you could have gotten into PAX, that would have been a huge thing. You got to show it off to everybody, I think, and I think eventually, if you just hit the right audience, you will absolutely find a lot of people interested in this. Is this on Steam yet? Is this... So, Steam... Barricade exclamation point. That's not yours. That's one thing. Get it on Steam. Get it on Steam now. Get it on Steam immediately. Well, I don't know. I mean, they're saying that my modem is now at end of life, but apparently what it would affect wouldn't be this, so I don't know. Oh, hey, this game right here. I don't know if that's see-through. It's kind of see-through-y. This lovely game, Gurgamoth, that's how you pronounce it. Check this game out. It's freaking awesome. I checked that out at PAX. Gurgamoth. It's already on Steam, apparently. It's only $5 right now. If you guys are looking for just a fun little multiplayer game, I love it. I played the hell out of this. No Steam. Well, don't say no Steam. Get it on Steam. Get it on Steam Greenlight now. Get attention to it. Pull people in. People will love this game, man. I'm telling you. It's got so much going for it. I love it. Selling through your site only. Oh, alright, if that's how you're going about it, fair enough, but I feel like you might be missing an opportunity here, man. I admit you have a very sweet site, but I don't see why you wouldn't want to go through what is arguably the most popular game delivery service. Seems like a real miss. But hey, it's your call. Can't stop you. Last call on giveaway. So whoever wins this one, I'm going to have to give it to you after the fact because I don't have the key right now. But I think the devs are going to give you one. And the winner is KCP Dad. KCP Dad, I will be sending you a Steam key as soon as I get one from the developer who is kind enough to supply it. This is Starbreak. Very cool looking game. Very nice looking game. And it's we checked it out in the past and we very much enjoyed what we saw. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our show tonight. Again, I cannot apologize enough for the stream problems tonight. The YouTube video should not have these problems, but please don't forget to check out my social media channels. I got a Twitter, I got a Steam group, I got a YouTube, of course. That's where it's going to go. Make sure you check that out. And yeah, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming out, and I will see you all next week. Actually, I'll see you all tomorrow. What am I saying? I'll see you all tomorrow, provided the stream issues go away. Yeah. Take care.